Welcome back, class. Today we are going to talk about time management on the hill. This is probably one of the most important things that you will need to learn during your time here at Alabama A&M. As a first year student coming in, we don't often have that sense of community, the sense of accountability that we had growing up from our family members. There's no one that's making us wake up every single day for class. There's no one that's making us be on time for appointments. There's no one that's making us be on time for turning in assignments. And so I hope that you gain from this class some strategies that will help you better manage your time here on the Hill. Three learning outcomes from today is learning more about the importance of appropriately managing your time in college. You'll learn some effective strategies and tools to help you better manage your time. And then you'll be able to learn about campus resources to help you better manage your time. I'll talk here very briefly about the importance of appropriately managing your time. There's another video, a YouTube video below this that each of you should watch, and that dives more deep into the importance of managing your time. But what I'll say is that once you're able to manage your time, uh, one, you're able to reduce the amount of stress that you have on your plates, especially when it comes down to studying for finals, studying for midterms, or even just completing daily assignments and tasks. If you can effectively manage your time, you'll be able to fit in all of the important things, but also some of the things that um, some of your extracurricular things that you like to do without overloading or overwhelming yourself throughout the semester. It's going to be extremely important that you're able to manage your time and pace yourself, as there are many things happening around you in the college environment. And without appropriately managing your time, it can feel like you are in a whirlwind of chaos. And so we want to help you prevent from having that experience, or at least mitigating whatever the stressors will be. And time management will be a big part of your successful transition into the college world. So, um, here are a few strategies that have proven to be helpful for other people in managing your time. Number one is creating a calendar with all of your upcoming commitments. That can be homework deadlines, that can be assignments, that can be events that you and your friends may plan to go to. A lot of people utilize Google Calendar. It's very friendly online and on the phone. Some people use more of a personal planner where they like to physically write the things down. For myself, I use an Outlook calendar, which is a similar form of Google Calendar. But I can put everything in there. I can put my notes in there. I can set alarms, set alerts, and things that kind of remind me of what I need to be doing at that time. Setting periodic reminders to stay on track. So while I'm saying use Google Calendar, Outlook, or your personal planner, uh, even though we write it down or put it down, we still need to set periodic reminders to make us stay on track, right? Like for example, here we have reminder to complete a study guide in advance or schedule a meeting for a group project. We can put on our calendar a group project, but we need to make sure that we're appropriately scheduling time to plan for those things. I even think about assignments, right? Like if you have a math assignment that is due, you're thinking that it may take you 30 minutes, but it might actually take you 60 minutes. So on your calendar, in that day, I would block off 60 minutes to complete that math assignment, right? And next is consider which deadlines are the most urgent. Sometimes we try to attack everything head on, but sometimes it's easier to get some of the more simple tasks away before moving on to the big tasks. What this can do is give you a bit of motivation, a sense of completion, sense of achievement before moving on to some of those uh, tasks that require larger focus. And then the last thing is considering what you can postpone and what you can simply say no to. There are some things that you can postpone, and sometimes, things get a little tight and we have to do it uh, at the same time. But let's figure out which ones are the most urgent and really stand on top of those deadlines. Here's a cheat sheet that I like to use. I don't always use each one of these things, but it's great so that you can have a an example or a guide to best work for you. One of the things that I do utilize is the 2 minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, let me just go ahead and do it, right? It might be sending an email that I can just type up as a really quickly on my phone. That'll take less than 2 minutes. So let me go ahead and get it out of the way as opposed to trying to write it down and then go do it later, where it's adding on to my to-do list. And then eliminating multitasking. I know that we think that we can multitask. What we're not really doing that because your brain can't multitask. You need to focus in on one specific thing. What this will do is help you improve your concentration. And so those two things I rely on very heavily. Again, every person is different when it comes down to what they need from a time management standpoint. But I hope you're able to utilize some of the resources that are here in this cheat sheet. Take a screenshot of it, but you can also download this PowerPoint and save it to your phones. If you are in need of further assistance for time management, someone to help you walk through some of these strategies or talk through some of the things that you are experiencing with regard to time management on campus, there are two major areas that you can visit. One is our Freshman Academy advising team. Every first year student is assigned to an advisor here. And our advisors are always open and willing to help you figure out a plan to better manage your time. And then the Tutorial Assistance Network, also known as TAN. This unit is designed to support you from an academic support and whatever we need to do to help make sure that your transition into the university is successful. You can find both of these units in the J.F. Drake Learning Resource Center, which is also known as the library. Freshman Academy Advising is in room 110 and TAN is in room 115. Feel free to email us, or you can schedule a meeting with advisors or with the Tutorial Assistance Network via Navigate. I hope that you enjoyed this. Uh, the next thing is watching the video down below for a more in detail description of how to actually utilize some of these resources. Excited about you being on the hill. Go Bulldogs, and let's get that time together.